Well, good morning, everyone. Good morning. This is Tasha M. Dyer. I am the Trade Whisperer, your co-founder, your COO. Ladies and gentlemen, I am just excited because here we are, BYOB, Be Your Own Bank, the largest economic empowerment movement in the history of mankind. And as you log on today, I just want to welcome you because BYOB is our own academy. We have officially launched our own academy, and you want to make sure that you join us. You get registered for an upcoming webinar. You want to make sure that you join us so you can definitely stay plugged in and stay tuned. Now, I'm going to move out of your way because we have some phenomenal educators, and I do want to highlight, as it was mentioned this morning, and you will also be reminded during this call, that this is temporary. We are not going to be on Zoom. You are going to have to be enrolled in order to take advantage of this platform. So, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm gonna step out of the way because we have a phenomenal educator. We have someone that you've heard her voice before, but she is just phenomenal. And in weekly setups, understanding the charts, understanding how to plan for the week is what this call is all about. And we're going to be here with Miss LaVon Johnson today and on Tuesdays as she gets you prepared each and every single week. So I'm going to turn this over to none other. Miss LaVon Johnson, are you there?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Good morning, everyone. Glad to be back with you. Thank you, Ms. Dyer, for all of your hard work and putting all of this together for us so we can become the BYOB master traders that you want us to be or desire for us to be. So like Ms. Dyer said, we're only going to be on Zoom for the next couple weeks. So it's important that you get registered with us on our new platform because we are no longer affiliated with IML. So what I'm going to do now is just share my screen as soon as I find it. Right here. Sorry about that. Okay. I need you to drop 555 in the chat if you can see my screen, please. Can everybody see my screen? Perfect. Okay, so first of all, I want to start with our website. So it's not new, it's just has been updated to show you everything that we have to offer for you. So make sure you go to our website and find out all the information that you would need to get started on our new platform. So first, I love this video, so I want to play it for you. Okay, who just got excited? I did. I just got excited all over again. So with that being said, this is the website. So you want to come here and find out everything. So you can become an affiliate with us. Make sure you go to this point in the website to join our next webinar, register for our next webinar. Also, we have our summits coming up. We have 2 this month. If you go to that link, you'll see that we have one in Jacksonville, Florida, and one in Cleveland. So make sure you check back on the website for upcoming summits in the next month. So they'll be posted there. Also, if you're on the go like me, make sure you download our mobile app so you can keep up with everything and see what's going on a daily basis while you're on the go. You want to get your gear and wear your t-shirts, your sweatshirts, and represent BYOB. You go here, go to this point on the website, and you can register for our upcoming webinars. We have one on every Sunday at 2:30 and on Tuesdays at 7:30, and you would hear our visionary, Mr. Gerald D. Rogers. And this is what we all have to offer now. We have our very own trading academy. We have our BYOB funding. Again, our shop where you can go shopping. And of course, we have our real estate services. So make sure you go and check those things out. Now, also, before we get started, what we do is, Ms. Graham did this morning, is we do check our news before we start trading. Even though she checked it this morning, I'll also check it again later on in the morning just to make sure that I know what's going on in the market. And as she stated this morning, if you weren't on the call, last week was NFP week. So we know that this week we should have some movement in the market. So we would just go to the economic calendars to see, I'm sorry, excuse me. Go to our calendars to find out what's going on. Where's this? Why is this in my way? Oh, this box will not get out the way, but I'm sorry. This is my FX book. So you will see the calendar there. And for FX Street, of course, make sure you update, do a refresh on your screen to make sure it updates and gives you the proper times and what's going on in the market. And then again, we have our FOREX factory. So these are all of our economic calendars that we would check every day before you start trading. It's very important that you check the calendars to see what's going on in the market. So going over your weekly setups this week, we're going to go with the pairs that Ms. Graham analyzed this morning. And I have them already marked up on my chart. Yeah, sure. Okay. So we did the Euro JPY pair this morning and GBP JPY. So can everybody see my screen? Okay, perfect. Okay, so I have a split screen right now because these are the 2 pairs that I was looking at. So if it's kind of hard for you to see, let me know and I could just make it one big screen if that's an issue with anybody seeing what I'm doing over here. So let's start with the Euro JPY. So earlier we were talking and we were looking at the Euro JPY and it had a strong possibility for a sell, as with Ms. Graham had pointed out. But as you can see on the 4-hour, I'm on the 4-hour time frame. And we see right here where it's kind of rejecting at the 4-hour, and we just got a brand new candle at 9 o'clock, a brand new 4-hour candle at 9 o'clock. And it's still kind of rejecting right there at that point. And you can also see the stochastic is kind of going down, and that's our indicators, one of our BYOB indicators that's showing that the blue line is kind of under the red. And then if you drop down to our 1-hour, you can see where we're oversold and the blue line is starting to curve around and the candle is sitting right here on this support line. So I would want to wait to see if it continues to go in a sell. If it doesn't, then we would turn around and look for a buy. And that's what I've analyzed here for myself that I'm sorry. Daughter's calling. Sorry about that. So I would wait till we go into I would analyze this for a buy. So what I'm looking at now, so we're going to go back to our 15-minute chart, and I use the BYOB strategy, which is the blue line crossing over the red in an upward momentum for a buy with a flat bottom green candle with the PSR flip to the bottom. So right now on our 15-minute chart, we kind of have our setup as for a buy. And then I would go to my 1 hour and I will wait for the stochastic to start turning around into a buy. And then I would check my 4 hour again. And right now the stochastic is kind of not where I want it to be. So I would watch the 4 hour as well. And then once everything lines up, we will go to our 5-minute for our point of entry. And right now I will wait till it goes past this support line, because this is a support and a resistance line right here. If you can see that, I would wait to make sure it breaks this support and resistance line before I would get into the trade for a buy. So what I normally do is, like right now, I would mark my charts. And I normally go to the higher time frame and I would check for my support resistance line. So what I would do is go to a line chart, and I would mark my support and resistance lines from here. So we already know this is where we are on the 1 hour, and we're kind of rejected here. So we will want to wait for it to break this to continue into a buy. And then, so I would mark my support line. So this is where you look to your left, and I would mark, this is where I have touches. So 2 or more touches is where I would drop my support lines. And if you don't know how to do that, we go here and we get a horizontal line and we just drop it right there. And my next one, I would mark here. As you see, I've already marked it here. So these would be my possible take profits in a buy. So I would watch the charts throughout the day, throughout the week, and see where this pair takes us. Any questions so far? Take off split screen. You see that? You're welcome. Okay, so that's the 4 hour. Let's go back to our candle. As you can see, we're using TradingView. Is everybody familiar with the TradingView platform? It's kind of similar to what we've been used to. We just, it's just that you don't have those triggers off to the side. You have your watch list over here. Okay. All right, Tuesday night, you will get an overview of TradingView. So make sure you tune in Tuesday night at 9 p.m. to go over. You're going to learn how to navigate in the TradingView platform. Okay, so any questions with this setup? So I will write these numbers down. This is what I marked up, but wherever you drop your support and resistance line, if you want to write down what I dropped in here and just follow this pair, and I will wait for a buy setup. And these will be my next support resistance. I trade from zone to zone, from support resistance line to the next support resistance line. So I would not take the trade until this turns around after it retests this line here, and then it continues into a buy. Any more questions? No? Okay. So let's look at the GBP JPY pair. Let me find out. Okay, so this is the other pair that Mrs. Brown analyzed this morning on the live call. So again, we would, I start here on the 4-hour, and I see where my stochastic is. We're almost at an oversold point at the 20 marker. And we have a red candle with a flat top with the PSAR flip. So right now it's in a strong sell, but it also is rejecting off of this support line. This red line right here is rejecting here. So I would drop down to my 1-hour and see the same thing. It's at the 20 marker. It's also rejecting here, but it has a strong red candle with a flat top and a PSAR flip. So if it breaks this, then it will possibly continue into a sell. If it doesn't, it's going to retest and then it could continue into a buy. And that's what I analyzed this morning, that it's going to reject here and go into a buy. So looking at the BYOB strategy that I use, we are now in the oversold point. If you look here at the stochastic, the blue line is crossing over the red in the upward momentum on our 15-minute chart. So that's going into a buy. We have a green candle with a flat bottom, and it also has a PSAR flip. So that's the BYOB strategy in itself. So I would analyze for a buy, but I would wait till it gets past this support and resistance line because it retests and reverse. So I will wait till it breaks this support and resistance line before it continues into a buy. So again, here I marked my chart for a buy. So we're going to go to our line chart again so you can see it better. So this is the support or resistance line. If you look left, let's go to a higher time frame. So you look left, you have a touch, you have all these touches right here. So this was a heavy rejection area when you look left, according on the 1-hour time frame. Also on the 4 hours, see we have a heavy rejection area right here. So it's likely that it could turn around at this point. And this is also a heavy rejection area right here. If you drop to your 15-minute, let's go back. I'm sorry. Go back to your 1 hour. And then how I came up with this point is this rejection area right here. It also has rejection areas in this area as well. So you can potentially put a line there. So then when we go back to our candles, we can see that on the 1 hour time frame, that once if it keeps rejecting here and retest this and breaks, you can have a possible take profit here, here, or here. Any questions on that one? Okay. This is going. Am I talking too fast? Need me to slow down? You want to look at another pair? Anybody have a pair that you want to look at? Yes, I am talking too fast. Slow down. Do another pair. Okay. Let's see. Let's pick one from over here. Let's see, what is this one? Euro GP. We just did that. No, we did. We did Euro JPY. So let's look at Euro GBP. Got that? So let's go to our 4-hour. This is what I do first. And let's see where we are in the market. We are right here. So I will drop a support line there. Let's go to our chart. Let's go to our line chart. So on the lines, we have that point. See, we have touch here, touch there. Let's drop some more. We have touch there. See, we have touch, touch, touch. Let's see what's down here. Yes, I do. I always drop my first support line where the market is currently, and then I back up to the lower time frames, and then I just see where the market is. Yeah, I always start where the market is and analyze from there. So that's another support. So let's go back to our candles. And now we can see. So this is where we are now in the market on the 4-hour. You see where our stochastic is right now. It's moving kind of weird. It's at the 20 marker. It's kind of like going sideways. So we don't know. And that's a short candle. So, and we don't have a PR at the top right here. It was here, but it's a possibility that it's going to turn around here. So I would watch it from this point. If it breaks this point and continues, it could continue into a sell and possibly get to this support and resistance line right here. If it doesn't break, it'll turn around, and I would use this as my next support and resistance as a possible buy. But again, we will go to our 15-minute chart because I use the BYOB strategy. I'll start there. Make sure all of my indicators are in alignment. So we have our stochastic blue line crossing over the red in upward momentum. But if you can see, the blue line is starting to go sideways, and we have a doji candle, which is rejecting right here at that support and resistance. So I would wait to see if it's going to continue to go in an upward, or is it going to continue in this sell and come to this point. So then again, we would check our 1 hour. The 1 hour, the stochastic is still, it's going sideways. If you can see that, it's going sideways right here. So it's a possibility it's going to turn around and go into that buy, but we want to wait for it to break this support and resistance and continue into that buy. So this is one I would watch throughout the day. Again, this is the first week, the first Monday after NFP week, NFP Friday. So the market is going to start moving today and tomorrow. So I would continue to watch the pairs. Any pair that you mark up, just watch it and watch where it's at currently on your on the support and resistance lines. Any questions on this one? So what I do, yes. So once everything is in alignment, You go through the BYOB strategy, you check your 15-minute, you have all three indicators, you check your 1 hour, and you have at least 2 of the indicators. Your stochastic is non-negotiable, so you will make sure that is in, if you're looking for a buy, that is in the upward, the blue line crossing over the red in the upward momentum, and you also have a green candle. It doesn't have to have a flat top, but you want to have a green candle. And then you will enter on the 5-minute, and that has to be in alignment as well. I always make sure that my stochastic is going in the direction that I need it to be, which in this case would be a buy, and I want a green candle. Did that answer your question? Okay. On the 5-minute, you need 2. You need your stochastic is the non-negotiable. You want to make sure your stochastic is in the direction that you are analyzing, which I'm analyzing for a buy. So you want to make sure your stochastic is in the upward momentum, crossing over the red in the upward momentum, and you have a green candle. Okay. So we have 3 pairs that we have analyzed today. We have the Euro JPY, the GBP JPY, and the Euro GBP. So we're gonna watch these this week. We'll look at them today. Follow them today. If you see a setup and you can get into the trade, then go right ahead and get in that trade because it's money making Monday. So if not today, check it tomorrow morning. Miss Graham will be on at 5:30 tomorrow morning. So she's probably going to go over these same pairs. And we may see other ones later on today. If you see, looking at the watch list to your right, you may see something else that is moving pretty good. Analyze that, drop your support and resistance lines on your chart, and yeah, go for it. If you have all of your indicators lined up, make sure everything is in alignment and you can get into that trade. Yes, she uses the same Zoom that we're on right now at 5:30 a.m. Tomorrow night at 9 o'clock, we're on the same Zoom for our basics, and we will go over the trading view window, your broker, and things like that to get you started. So, but remember, we're only on Zoom for the next couple weeks. After that, you will have to be registered in the academy in order to have access to all of the training calls and all of the training material that we have to offer. So make sure you get registered so you can be a part of the BYOB movement. You're welcome. Anything else? Anybody have any questions? You are so welcome. So I'm going to be watching these pairs today. I have them wrote down. So if you know anything about me, I have a notebook specific for my trading. I have a trading journal and I write down everything. So keep notes, write down your notes, write down your possible take profits. Keep that handy. I call it my handy dandy notebook. So I can remember what I did from day to day. And I'll check back in about an hour just to see how the candles are doing on the 1 hour and the 4 hour. So if there's no more questions, then tune in tomorrow morning at 5:30 a.m. with Miss Graham. She's phenomenal. You will love the way she shows you the market. Also, don't forget tomorrow night at 9 o'clock p.m. for your basics to learn how to navigate the new trading view window. Also make sure you tune in to 7:30 tomorrow night and with Mr. Rogers and me tomorrow. I'm sorry, I'll be on again tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. and we'll be looking at these same pairs to see what they did throughout today. So we have a lot of calls, so make sure you join us so you can stay up to date with whatever is going on, so you can learn how to be a professional, profitable trader. So I thank you for joining me today, and I will see you tomorrow morning at 5:30 a.m. with Ms. Graham.